Davening with the Haftorah of Parshat Miketz, dedicated to the memory of Lucy, Maya, and Rina D. Zichronam Livracha, to the success of all our soldiers fighting in the field, to the speedy return of all our hostages, and to the full recovery of all those that are wounded. Davening with the Haftorah of Parshat Miketz is one of the most rare things that we can ever say. Parshat Miketz is usually Shabbos Chanukah, but we're in a very unique year. We didn't blow shofar on the first day of Rosh Hashanah. We did not take Lulav and Esrog on the first day of Sukkot. Parshat Vayeshev was Shabbos Chanukah and not Parshat Miketz. And finally, we are going to read the Haftorah of Parshat Miketz. Even though it's so rare, the story is so known. It's a famous story where two mothers come to Shlomo HaMelech and say, this child belongs to me. And Shlomo HaMelech says, okay, let's split the child in half. And one of the two ladies say, you know what, if that's what you determine, give the other person the child. At least the child should live. And Shlomo HaMelech understands that must be the true mother, because a true mother has mercy on her child, even if it means someone else is going to raise that child. What do we learn from this story? No one who goes to shul is usually going to determine who's the true mother of a child. I believe that what we learn from this story is a very truism, excuse the pun, regarding reality of life and human relationships. You could be right, but you can also be smart. You can be right. You have a source for what you say, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the smart thing to do under certain circumstances. And indeed, throughout history and throughout any community and in any shul, you can think of endless examples where it could very well be that you are right. You have a Shulchan Aruch, the code of Jewish law, to back you up. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's the smart thing to do. Indeed, sometimes the smart thing is the right thing, but not always. And since we happen to be in the midst of war, sensitivities are even higher amongst all the Jewish people. Their attention span is much higher than usual. And therefore, I believe that in this unique year where we're fighting a war, we have to be all the more sensitive to think, is what I'm saying correct? And is what I'm saying the smart thing to say? I hope and pray that as we read this rare Haftorah, the Jewish people will take to heart this sensitivity of not just being right, but also being smart. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom, and Be'ezrat Hashem B'Sarot Tovot.